So we got a really nice sunny day today. It's the first week of March. It's been a pretty rough January and February. We had a lot of deep, mealy snow. I couldn't get around my four-wheeler very well. But today, it's sunny out. We've had a couple thaws. The creek's starting to melt. We're gonna get out there and clean our lean-tos today. And I think I can get around pretty well. We're gonna take everything I clean out and we're gonna put it up there on my apple trees. I'm gonna mulch those trees down really heavy, maybe as much as 2 feet deep. We get a lot of material because I feed my cows about 4 bales a day. So there's a lot of manure and hay to deal with. And a lot of people are wondering, is this really worth it? You're going through 4 bales a day for 6 months, and that adds up to probably $1,500 for the year. So what are the economics of subsistence farming, which simply means producing food for yourself? And if you break it down and really look at it, the economics are great. My annual budget here, maybe the biggest part is the hay, but it's maybe $2,500 a year is what I spend here. But if you factor into that, I've got 2 dairy cows. Each cow will produce about 1,000 gallons of milk. So that's got a value of about $5 a gallon. So that, in theory, is worth $10,000. And those same 2 cows, they're each going to produce a calf every spring. And I keep those calves, they're bred to a beef bull, so I get a half-breed beef calf. I take them through the winter, I butcher them at like 1.5 years old. And each one of those will dress out about 500 pounds. So I'll have like 1,000 pounds of carcass weight, which has a retail value around here of about $3 a pound. So that's another $3,000 of value there. Plus I do all my own butchering. And that would cost about $500 per cow if you had your cows taken to the processor and cut and vacuum sealed. So that's another $1,000 gained. So that puts us already up to $14,000. Then if you add all the value of this mulch that I'm going to use on my trees and in my garden, you're getting all your fruit and vegetables, which you'd have to put at least another $1,000 value on that. Then you add in the apple cider. Last year I made about 200 gallons of cider, and that sells for $7 or $8 a gallon. So we're up somewhere around $15,000 of product produced here for $2,500 annual budget. So we're going to clear anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 depending on how you figure everything out. And that's profit that you don't have to pay tax on. You don't have to declare it because it's not a cash profit. It's just a food profit. And you don't have to do any accounting of what you spend. So you've got that going for you. And then you can add in other things like the fresh air, the exercise, and all the enjoyment you get from doing this. It's absolutely well worth it. So the sun's finally out, we got good conditions. We're gonna let it warm up here for another hour or so. Then we're gonna get out there and get to work. Hi, Pumpkin. It's time to clean out the lean-to. You can see they left us some beautiful fertilizer in here. The way I do this I'm gonna start back here and clean this whole area out, clean out her cage. And if you notice out here, my cows, they pick through the hay pretty good. They leave all this coarse stuff on the ground. Real nice, good bedding. After this is cleaned, we'll throw all that dry stuff in for bedding. And we'll go out here and we can get whatever we can. It's kind of froze up right now, but we can still get some of this. That's the real good stuff. And when you do this, you want to throw a bale of hay out to your cows outside, or else they will help you. And believe me, they're not much help. So, we'll get going here. Fill that sled up and start taking loads out. We'll probably take 4 or 5 loads out of here. Not just a sled I made out of a plastic barrel. I have a video on how to do that. And they work great. They're really rugged and you can put a lot in them. So let's get started. So this is our calf pen. This is just cattle panels, stakes, nothing fancy. And I put an electric wire around the top here. That's connected over to the main electric fence. Because these cows they've never been out in the pasture yet, so this kind of helps to train them. And as we get closer to spring, I'll put another wire lower in here so they're all ready for this fence when I put them out. And I just have a small water tank here with a heater in it. And they got a hay feeder over there. And these don't need to be cleaned as much. Maybe every 2 to 3 weeks we'll clean these out. So we'll do the same thing here. We'll clean that out, clean the lean-to out and get the dry hay back in there. And get what we can out here. You can't get a lot of this in the wintertime. It freezes up so much. But we'll probably pull a couple loads out of here and get them up on the trees too. So we've got a good start on our day of cleaning out the lean-tos. I think my 4th load here. I got probably 4 more to go. But you can see this is how I pile it up under these trees. I get it real thick, a good couple feet high, probably 3 of those loads under each tree. And when you do this, you don't want to go up tight to the tree because there's no roots right there. The roots are out farther. And what this will do, that'll keep that soil moist all year. And you'll get a lot of activity in there, a lot of creepy crawlies. The rain will wash that manure down, all those nutrients down into the roots. And on top, that'll stay nice and dry. That protects it from the wind, from the rain. And I think this year I might try to maybe get some cover crops put into there, maybe some comfrey or some lupins or something like that. Something for the cows to chew on. So we'll finish this up. We got quite a bit of winter left here, so I think we can get all these trees done. And another thing this helps with, a lot of these trees will bear every other year a heavy crop. And if you fertilize them in real good, like this here, they should be more consistent, give you a moderate crop every year. This tree especially right here is a really good one, so I want to get that one mulched in quite heavy. So we'll take advantage of this nice day and finish it up.